Sir, may I come in?
Please come.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Shubham. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So where are you right now?
Sir, currently I am residing in Lakshmi Nagar in Delhi.
No. Which service are you?
Sir, I am in IRS Customs and Indirect Taxes.
Joined it?
Yes, a few days back I joined the service and I took the extraordinary leave.
Okay. So you're no longer in IRMS?
Yes, last year I was in IRMS.
Because that DAF does not talk about, it talks about you having qualified.
So in the employment section, IRMS is mentioned.
Well, revised one is not with us. We have the old one, which says Indian Revenue Service, Custom and Central Excise, Indirect Taxes. You have been selected, but it doesn't say that you have joined and taken leave.
Yes, sir, because sir, this week only I joined the.
That's okay. That's all right. So now you are a mining engineer, so we'll start from there. What can you tell me about shale oil and gas mining technology?
So shale gas is majorly found in the coal bed stream itself, in the form on the above of the shale and sandstone. So sir, the mining technique is being used is the fracking technique of hydraulic fracking technique, and sir, currently USA has the major technology with respect to shale gas mining.
Well, as of now, only United States produces significant amount of shale.
Yes, sir.
Mostly gas, but also oil.
Yes, sir.
So why is it that United States only can produce this? Why can't India produce such a thing?
Sir, I was reading some reports in which it was mentioned that the technology for mining of shale gas is only with USA, and it is not giving that technology to other countries, because India tried to sign the MOU with USA, but it denied the technology. So sir, if indigenously we are able to develop such hydraulic fracking technique, then that will be helpful.
We are desperate for crude and gas.
Yes.
So what prevents us from being ever able to indigenously develop such a technology?
So the first factor is that, sir, in India that much amount of shale gas is not present. So sir, India instead of shale gas is focusing on the coal gasification process, because in India we have a lot of coal reserve. And sir, apart from this, India is also focusing on the green hydrogen in order to fulfill its energy security.
Shale has been attempted in India.
So shale gas reserves has been found in the Tiwari basin, but sir, the quantum of the reserve and the technology both we are not much aware of. That is why, sir, we are exploring other options like the coal bed gasification process.
Please study about it.
Okay, sir. Read about it.
It's been done. Now, what is horizontal drilling? Horizontal drilling, are you aware of it?
Sir, in the case of mining, in order to create the shaft, we do the horizontal and vertical drilling. And sir, also in the blasting process, also we do the horizontal drillings.
What is it? What are the technological difficulties? What is to be gained by horizontal drilling?
Sir, although I am not much aware about the exact technicalities, sir, but sir, while I can recall that, sir, while studying drilling in my college, we read that there is a problem with respect to the alignment of the drill.
Now, please study this. We will not go further. It's not technical side that one is talking about. You hail from Jharkhand.
Yes, sir.
And you have taken anthropology.
Yes, sir.
So please describe 3 problems anthropologically that your state faces.
So may I take a moment?
Yes.
Sir, anthropologically, the state of Jharkhand majorly faces the problem of the tribal displacement without proper rehabilitation.
Okay. Second?
So secondly, sir, there is a problem with respect to ethnicity aspects in the Jharkhand region, which in turn culminates into the problem of Naxalism. Which in turn culminates into the problem of Naxalism in the area. With ethnicity connect with the tribals.
Okay.
And sir, thirdly, anthropologically, I can see that there has been a sort of political instability in the state, due to which the concerns of the people were being ignored in the initial times. But from the last 2 terms, we have seen that the government has been stable and they are taking steps in order to develop the region in a more holistic manner.
Thank you. Please, sir.
Can you tell me what is House of Elders?
Sorry, sir, what is the house?
House of Elders.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about.
You're not aware. Rajya Sabha.
Yes.
Upper house, basically. Reflective writing. What you do exactly? Can you tell?
So basically, sir, before going to bed, I tried to think that whether there was any event throughout
Suppose
the day.
you have to write something on UPSC preparation.
Yes, sir.
Tell me 3 things which you'll write.
So may I take a moment?
Yeah.
So the first thing that I will write is that whether a person should attempt UPSC exam or not, because that becomes the foundation of this exam.
Fine. This point is well taken.
And so secondly, sir, in between doing the process, it becomes very difficult to keep a track of our progress and our shortcomings. So that is something that I will write. And so thirdly, sir, given my condition, it also becomes very important to write about how far a person should give the exam. Because if a person has started his dream, like for example, I started this dream with the IS in mind. So I am reappearing in this exam. So once my father also told me that अपने सपने को कस के पकड़े रहो. So I am following his advice and I am just trying to achieve that dream of mine.
The first one I could not understand. Whether one should appear in UPSC or not. How does one decide in the beginning before appearing in UPSC?
Yes, sir. This was very critical question that I faced, because sir, I was not aware whether am I capable enough to clear this exam or not. But sir, eventually I discovered that this exam is such a level playing field that there is no sort of aptitude threshold in this exam. So a person coming from any background.
Okay, leave it. What is Robin Hood image?
Sir, Robin Hood image that I can recollect is that a person who takes from a person tries to rob the person who has excess of wealth and tries to distribute it to the vulnerable section.
So have the Naxalites become popular in initial stage because of this?
So initially there was a sort of governance gap in the region, so they projected themselves as the Robin Hood. But eventually the people were made aware that government is doing its best to provide them the most of the benefits and the accesses and the accessibility to the like roads and infrastructure. So eventually, sir, they lost their base, and it was found that, sir, they were although they were projecting their image as Robin Hood, but they had political motive behind that.
So what do you think that now the Naxalism will not raise its head ever?
Sir, although, sir, operational wise we have seen that we have able to curtail it to a large extent, but ideologically, sir, I think we must keep our efforts on the same path in order to prevent it from rising its head.
Okay. How does a custom develop? Can you explain to me?
So customs,
not custom services.
Okay.
Custom. You might have heard.
So there is a concept known as little tradition and great tradition in anthropologically. So when that traditions are being pursued by a larger population, then it becomes a custom, and later on it evolves to culture.
So majority should follow it. That is one feature.
Yes, sir.
What else? To be classified as custom, usage over a long period of time.
So there were a few criteria. For example, there should be a particular set of person who must be following it. It must be prevalent in a particular geographical area, and also, sir, it must have some literary or oral evidence associated with it.
Thank you.
Shubham, you play cricket.
Yes, sir.
Who is the captain of the Jharkhand cricket team? Ranji Trophy team.
Sorry, sir, I will have to look into it, sir.
A player from Jharkhand has been included in India 11 today only. Team selected for World Cup T20. Are you aware?
Yes, sir. I cursorily went through the team that was selected, and sir, Shubham Gill was dropped in spite of.
One player from Jharkhand included in the team, India T20.
Yes, sir. I will have to, sir, relook at it, sir.
Okay, no problem. You are fond of gardening, vegetable gardening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I started this hobby long back because, sir, since I belong to a rural area, so we had a backyard. So my mother used to plant vegetables.
You belong to rural area, only you have a backyard? Why not you have a field?
No, sir, because, sir, earlier we had agriculture field, but when through mining, that area was taken away, and our father...
Did you get compensation for that?
Yes, sir, my father was given a job in return and a land to resettle. So, sir, we currently only have the place where we live.
What kind of mining product you get from that land?
Sir, there coal mining is being done.
The coal mining, not mica.
No, sir. In majority of the Jharkhand, coal mining is prevalent, and in the land which we
In Kodarma area, is it coal or mica? Kodarma area?
so in Kodarma, mica is also there, sir.
Okay.
So in Jharkhand, sir, majorly coal, bauxite, mica.
De nobili you have studied from.
Yes, sir.
How many de nobili schools are there in Jharkhand?
Sir, I can recall there are 7 de nobili school. For example, sir, de nobili CMRI, de nobili FRI, de nobili Sijwa, de nobili Sindri, and de nobili Chandrapura.
Dhanbad?
Yes, de nobili Dhanbad is called as de nobili CMRI.
Okay, fine. Why it is called de nobili?
Sir, because it was established by the Jesuit de nobili, whose name was de nobili.
Was he Protestant or Catholic?
Sir, I can recall that he was Catholic.
Are you sure?
So I have little vague idea. I will have to relook, sir.
Jharkhand was created in the year, which year?
Sir, 2000, 15th November 2000.
Do you think that it was a good decision to have Jharkhand as a separate state?
Sir, at the time, I think, sir, it was a good decision because the
At that time, right now?
sir, right now also, sir, like given the condition of Jharkhand, it has progressed after the bifurcation, majorly in the terms of the representation of the tribals in the area, and also, sir, the resources of mining are being
But
currently.
tribals still have a complaint that the persons from other states,
Yes, sir.
non-tribals, they dominate the economic scenario and do not facilitate or do not allow tribals to grow, particularly in the trading area. Is it true, or it is complaint is just a complaint without any substance?
So that was a genuine consensus of the tribal. So that's why, sir, last year 1932 was set as the cutoff date for the Khatian. So based on that date, the insider
That
and
Khatian is called what?
so I know it with the name Khatian.
There is a Khatian of 1894 also, and there is Khatian of 1932 also. It has a different name, that has a different name.
So 1932 was taken as the cutoff.
Okay, fine.
So I don't know the exact name.
Okay. So continue your argument.
So based on that, sir, like the 1932 date was taken as the cutoff for determining the insider and the outsider. So I think, sir, that issues has been resolved. But, sir, again, the steps from now onwards will decide.
If somebody has migrated after 32 and settled there,
Yes, sir.
so are they being treated differently in Jharkhand?
Sir, in some of the policies of the government in which there is reservation for the local peoples, they will not be preferred.
Fine, please.
So Shubham, you have a very good background in mining and have done mining engineering as well. So mining के ही डोमेन से पहले स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो इंडियन कोल जो है, it is sulfur rich or sulfur deficient?
Sir, Indian coal is sulfur deficit, but it is high in ash content.
Okay. And क्या fallouts होते हैं अगर कोल के अंदर सल्फर का कंटेंट ज़्यादा हो तो?
Sir, if there is a high proportion of sulfur, then it results into the formation of SOx, SO2 and SO3. So that in turn pollutes the environment.
What is acid mine drainage?
Yes, many of times, sir, whenever we are using the chemicals during mining, or whenever there are impurities in the coal, so during mining it leaches into the underground water table or to the nearby water bodies.
How
so that
you
is
will
called
compare the AQI of Delhi during winters and the AQI of Dhanbad? How it is chemically different? And does it goes in the category of severe plus in Dhanbad?
Sir, firstly, talking about the comparison, in case of Dhanbad, the AQI is almost consistent throughout the year. But in case of Delhi, we see there is a spike during the winters.
How much it lies in the range in Dhanbad?
So in Dhanbad, it's at the mining areas, it is around 200 to 250. But in Delhi, it touched 450 to 500 also. And so regarding the composition, sir, in the case of Dhanbad, in the areas where coal mining is undergoing, and in the areas around the thermal power plants, the composition is constitute of mainly chemicals. But, sir, in case of Delhi, we see that almost the entire area has the chemical composition, mainly due to the vehicular emissions of the.
So how people of tier 2, tier 3 cities cope up with such high levels of AQI?
Sir, in the case of specific to Dhanbad, the government has tried to counter the root cause of the issue. So that's why, sir, majority of the thermal power plants are being told to install the catalytic converters and scrubbers. And also, sir, in order to control the PM particulate matter, the haul roads and the normal vehicular roads are being separated in Dhanbad area.
So what is the energy mix of India? Power mix or energy mix?
So currently the energy mix constitute of the major contribution is through coal.
How much percent?
Sir, 45% I can recall. And sir, the second highest contribution is through hydro power plants.
ठीक है. There was a coal crisis which happened few years back.
Yes, sir.
What were the reasons of it?
So the immediate reason was the lack of availability of the railway train rakes, which were used to transport the coal. And so secondly, there was a COVID lockdown, so imports were also hampered. So that in turn led to shortage of coal in India. And thirdly, sir, also there were, since the Indian coal is high in ash content, so it cannot be used for the steel manufacturing because coking coal is required. So, and those type of coal are being imported from Australia.
How do you think the inclusion of fossil fuel lobby in the climatic negotiations under UNFCCC?
So, given the fact that any transition, whenever we are doing from fossil to non-fossil, that should be done in a just manner. So, those lobbies, fossil fuel lobbies, basically present the concerns of the people whose livelihood are being associated with the extraction of the fossil fuel, and that becomes very much important for India as a country because in our energy mix, coal is the dominant factor.
How is gold occurred on the earth? या फिर सरफेस पे गोल्ड का क्या प्रोपोर्शन मिलता है और कैसे गोल्ड आया अर्थ के ऊपर?
Sir, I can recall that, sir, gold is found in the form of veins and lodes, and sir, those are basically the metalliferous deposits.
So the gold has been developed on earth only, or it has been come from somewhere outside?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about the exact formation, but some such studies, I have read some studies in which the origin was associated with the volcanic eruption of the gold, through that the gold deposit.
So was gold present inside the core from the initial times?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about that.
ठीक है. What are polymetallic nodules?
Sir, polymetallic nodules are basically found at the base of the ocean, and those basically constitutes different metals like cobalt, platinum.
How they are formed?
So they are formed through the process known as aggregation, and sir, and it is there has been studies which showcases
so where that aggregation of those minor particles of those minerals come from?
Those were formed through the small level eruptions from the ocean base, and also at the through the deposition of the ocean.
Last two questions. Indian mining policy, is it an example of deep ecology or shallow ecology?
As of now, sir, I think that Indian mining policy is an example of shallow ecology, but sir, we are taking into the concerns of the other ecological aspects in order to move towards more stringent environment.
Last question. World over, when we are seeing a possible peak of lithium exploitation?
Sorry, sir, when?
Yes. When we are going to see a possible peak of lithium reserve exploitation or lithium reserves?
Sir, given the high dependence on the lithium-ion batteries in all the electronics gadgets, I can think that, sir, in the current 5 to 10 years, we will be seeing the peak.
It is not, sir.
Yes. Shubham, your interview concludes now. Please wait outside and relax, wipe your sweat, and we'll call you in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay? Shubham, you've given more than one mocks, isn't it? At UPSC.
Yes, sir.
How many times?
Sir, 3 times I gave the interviews.
Still not satisfied?
Sir, I started this journey with the dream of IS, so I'm pursuing.
That's okay. You are very good candidate, and hopefully your progression would yield you the top step this time. Now we will assess you along 3 verticals: appearance, delivery, and speech.
Okay, sir.
Appearance wise, you're well dressed and well seated, except for your Shibu Soren beard.
Yes, sir. I will shave it, sir.
That makes you look already retired. Huh? You should look your age and not retired. You're reasonably confident and pleasant.
Okay.
That's as far as appearance goes. Dress is fine. We don't want to recommend any change. You're sitting okay, except your hands. You can clasp your hands together, something like this.
Okay, sir.
That's better. If you have armrest, put your hands on armrest and the elbows, and then you can clasp them. Delivery is very good. Replies are of right size. You have reasonably good knowledge, but there are gaps in your DAF. So that you need to fill up.
Yes, sir.
About Jharkhand, about mining, shale, for example. Since you have worked with BCCL, somebody may ask you, why has Government of India allowed export of coal? Last week they allowed for the first time. So how has India become an importer to exporter? All those kind of things may come up.
Yes, sir.
So get more awareness on your domains. You have done so many jobs, so you need to have
Yes.
up-to-date knowledge of each one of those fields. And it's not good to say that shale Americans are not sharing with anyone.
Okay, so then what is the concern?
Reliance acquired a firm in the United States
Okay,
to
sir.
get their technology, but that firm did not survive for some odd reasons. I don't know if it was technological reason or any other reason. In any case, Reliance is now withdrawing from upstream. They were never so serious about upstream sector. Okay. Now, horizontal drilling.
So that was
What are
basic-
the advantages? With one vertical drill, you can tap only one well, one field. Horizontal drilling below the surface of the earth is technically more difficult, but with horizontal drill, you can pull out far more. Individual wells don't have to be dug. You can drill horizontally and tap the same well. I think you need more data.
So these two topics I will prepare: shale gas and horizontal draining.
No, generally, the jobs you have done, you should have data.
Yes, sir.
Some rudimentary data should be there for you to be able to impress the board.
Okay, sir.
I think here also lies another important subject. Look, you may discuss all these technical issues: coal mining, customs, the job that you're going to join, and all that. All these, you have the ownership, and questions would come. But horizontally, in that, you would need to showcase to them that you are not a dilettantic person flitting from one job to another job to another job to third to fourth.
Yes, sir.
You are a stable person. You're trying to improve your stature. Secondly, you need to also prove that you have not reached the apogee. There's still more distance to go and you are ready. Join IAS, for example. You have the competence for even higher calling than customs. There may be a tendency after you leave the room saying, he has got customs, that good enough for him. Let him stay there.
Then how to do so, sir?
I'm going to tell you. Whenever you discuss these issues, show that you have hunger in your belly for improving further, you're not satisfied, and expand the scope of your replies to include administrative, social, economic, countrywide issues. Go beyond Jharkhand, beyond BCCL, beyond IRS, and talk about federal things, all India things.
Yes.
Show that you have already what it takes to become a good IAS officer. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That is important, and to that you need energy, more keenness. I'm not done yet. I have to go further and to have an outlook of all India and of services. So the federal data about India, all those budget related issues and wider issues
Okay, sir.
need to be federal, state center relations and all those things. You spend some time mastering them.
Okay, sir.
And you need to bring in these issues almost surreptitiously, quietly, while replying to the issues. That they will ask you some technical issues about coal. Sir, interesting here to note that Government of India last month allowed export of coal. It has also allowed private ownership without having to use the in-house usage of coal. All those kind of things, if you say, you have expanded the scope. Logistics, pithead, rail, power stations, etc., pollution related to coal, and all those things that you may think. New customs code is to be presented during the next budget.
Yes, sir.
Finance Minister has already announced that that is next big ticket reform. So all that thing, if you have it on your fingertips and you use it whenever such opportunity arises, you would be able to show that you have you have your eyes fixed on the higher target. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
All the best.
All the best.
This
Thanks.
time we want to see your list on the top of the
Yes, sir. I will try my best.
first 100, huh?
Yes, sir. I will try my
Okay.
best.
All the
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.